won't work. I looked this guy in the eyes, straight in the eye, said, "How are you?" He said, I can't complain. Turns out he could.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it's one of those questions, isn't it? When you say, "How are you?" you don't really want an answer. There is actually only one correct answer, which is, "I'm fine." You don't want anything else. If they say I'm good, I still think that's a little bit too much there, don't you? And I'm a leader of a department, and I know it's my job, so I go in the morning and say, "How are you?" And they all know that I've done my job. I can tick that off the list, and they know the answer is, "I'm fine." Nothing more depressing when they start telling you how they are. It's like, I don't really want to know. I actually don't care how you are. And now you're telling me it's draining the lifeblood out of me. It's even worse when you say, "How was your holiday?" And you regret asking that question immediately, don't you? Because they will tell you how their holiday was. Worse, they'll start showing you photos of their holiday. And I can't think of anything worse than seeing places that I've been to, therefore don't need the photograph, or I don't want to go to, or I'm not in those photos, but they are. And if I was in those photos, you can be sure they wouldn't be there. And worse than that, even worse than that, is people who want to show you photos of their children or their grandchildren. That's even worse, isn't it? I hate that. I don't even like looking at photos of my own children. No, they're like other people's, and they show you, you're supposed to go, "Oh, that's lovely." But the problem is, if you say that, they show you more of these damn photos of their kids. And I keep thinking, this is awful. Am I the only one who thinks those babies are ugly? And that's just my children. Yesterday I got stained, my shirt came out. My son saw it, was embarrassing. I tried to get it off, couldn't get it off. He saw it. He said, "What's that?" I said, "Toothpaste." He went, "Ha, no it's not." I went, "Up." Humour me. He went, "Ha, it's baked beans." I went, "Yep, that's what it is." What happened is I've got to the shops, I'd seen an offer, 3 for the price of 2 toothpaste. Are you going to pass it up? What am I, crazy? I saw this, and there were loads of toothpaste there. I picked them up. I had 15 in my hand. There were 16, but I left one on the shelf because the maths doesn't work. I got those big boys home. I was very pleased. On my way out, people saw me. They were looking at me, giving me weird looks. I thought, jealous. I put 14 of those bad boys in the cupboard. Got one out. I was using it. I was flipping. I couldn't believe it. I was just spreading it on my toothbrush without a care in the world. Until a few weeks later, and I suddenly realised, oh my gosh, there's a toothpaste shortage. It was only in that moment that I knew. And it's time to get one of those big boys out of the cupboard, isn't it? Surely, no. There's at least another 90% in that little bit of toothpaste that's left. I think we all know that, don't we? I thought, everyone has different ways of squeezing that toothpaste, don't they? You should squeeze it from the bottom. I know one person, she cut the top off. That's positively barbaric. And you keep squeezing, and you keep squeezing, and it lasts another 6 months, and you get to the end, and you think, oh, it's done. And then you have that satisfaction, don't you, where you squeeze it, it comes out. You know the satisfaction you feel? Where you've gone for a meal, it's your birthday, you've gone for a meal.
Birthday!
Yeah, exactly. I do. That's why I said it. Funny, that. You go for a meal with your friends, or your birthday, you feel really, you know that level of satisfaction you feel, that sort of, that level of satisfaction? Well, it's not as good as that.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, it's more at the level of bubble wrap. It's kind of that level, isn't it, when you get the last bit of toothpaste. It turns out it's not just the toothpaste that's in short supply. I didn't realise this, but margarine is as well. And I only realised when I get to the end of the tub, and it's like, ooh, must I get the new one out the fridge? Must I? It's scrape, got to get that last bit of margarine. And then eventually I have to give up, get the new one out, and that's got that bit of paper on the top. I don't know what that's for. Not everyone's making cakes, are they? You throw it in the bin, it's got more margarine on than the bit I was trying to get out. And then you start again, and you go through the same thing. I never learned. Sunscreen, it's the same, isn't it? Sunscreen. Oh, I didn't know there's a sunscreen wastage. Apparently there is. You go, 6, that's not, put on 2 coats. You even put it on the animals, even though they've had it tested on them already. It's unbelievable. You get spam, let's put it all on. And then you get to the end, it's all pump, pump. Take it out, start rubbing up and down your legs, because that's definitely going to help. Bit goes on the floor. Oh, that's covered me, hasn't it? And I never learned. And yet there I am, Just swipe, 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 wasting my life on my mobile phone. Ooh, serious message. So I threw the phone away in the bin, and I thought, oh, I need that. So I took it out of the bin. It was covered in margarine, toothpaste, and sunscreen. And on the bottom was baked beans. And that's how I got the stain on my shirt. Every morning I like to get up. I do. Every morning I like to get up. It's good to get up. And I like to look at myself in the mirror, and I always say to myself, how are you? And I always say the same thing, I can't complain. Thanks very much. I'll be there next time.